Last week, I showed you guys how to make her accessories for the Princess Mononoke costume that I will be dressing in for San Diego Comic-Con this year. And today, I am going to be showing you how to make her weapons. Let's get started. I used 3 dowels. I ultimately made this thing a little over 5 foot tall, but I still wanted it to fit in my luggage, so I needed to have a spear that broke down into 3 pieces. Hanger screws, the size I got were 1/4 inch, 20 teeth per inch, and 2 inches long. Threaded wood inserts, the ones that I got had to match the hanger screws, so they were 1/4 inch by 20 teeth per inch as well. A vise, a square, a drill, a metal bobbin, pliers, cardboard, masking tape, hot glue, paint, and leather strips. First, I cut down the dowel to 2 22-inch pieces and 1 14-inch piece. If you're making these, you can make them however big you want, just as long as they fit in your luggage. I threw the dowel into a vise, then I found the center of the dowel by using a square. To do this, place the right angle corner at any point on the edge of the circle. Then make a mark where the 2 sides of the right angle cross the edge of the circle. Draw a line between these 2 marks. Repeat this again at another point on the edge, and the point where the 2 lines intersect is the center of the circle. A trick I read to keep the hole straight as you drill is to use a metal bobbin as a guide. This only really works if you're using a drill bit that is just the right size to fit into the hole of the bobbin, which for me was my 3/16 inch bit. Anyway, I used a pair of pliers to hold the bobbin in place, and I slowly drilled into the wood. It worked out alright. I did mess up on one of the holes, but I have a way to fix that I'll show you guys in a bit. To screw the hanger screws, I carefully put my hanger screw into my drill with the screw side pointing out, and I carefully tightened the drill. I had to be careful not to over tighten because it can screw up the threads of the screw. You can also buy hanger bolt drivers, but I didn't want to buy something that I'll probably never use again, so I just did this. Then I screwed it into the hole. I repeated this for the other piece of dowel. To install the wood screw inserts, I drilled a hole just like before, but then, per the screw insert instructions, I drilled a bigger hole. The size might be different if you use a different type of insert. I took another bigger drill bit and then drilled in about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch to countersink the insert a little bit. This will help the dowel sit flush. Then I used an Allen wrench type of drill bit to secure the insert. In the end, I screwed in the hanger screws into the short dowel and one side of the long dowel, and the screw inserts into each long dowel piece. So here, the screw was crooked after I screwed it in, so I removed the screw from the dowel and screwed it into the screw insert that was already installed into the other dowel. Then I went back, drilled the hole out a little bit bigger than the screw. I mixed up some JB weld and put that into the hole. Then I stuck the hanger screw in, making sure to line up the dowel as straight as I could. I got JB weld that sets in about 5 minutes, so I just held it in place while it cured. Then I painted the dowels with some dark brown acrylic ink. I cut out a piece of cardboard that was about 7 inches long and 3 inches wide in a blade-like shape, like so. I cut 4 of these in total, 2 for each blade. Then I scored down the middle of each one. I placed 2 of the cardboard pieces around the dowel, about 1 inch down, and I taped the edges together. I ended up cutting small triangles of cardboard to wedge into the base to help keep the shape of the blade. I then proceeded to cover the whole blade with tape. If I had more time, I would have used some clay to smooth it out, but I was running out of time and this is all I could do. Then I painted the blade white and then added the red details. Once everything was dry, I pulled the blade off, added some hot glue to the end of the dowel, and stuck the blade back on, securing it in place. Then I wrapped the base of the blade with these leather strips, tacking them down with more hot glue. I was done. So here's the spear all put together. You can see here I can easily break it down into 3 pieces that fit perfectly into my luggage. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. I post art videos every Tuesday and DIY videos every Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat, and I'll leave the information to those down below. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment down below. And don't forget, next week is the very last costume video. I will be showing you how to make the dress. So I'll see you then.